It's good to be here. It's nice to be here. I live in New York now, but I grew up I knew it was a mistake inviting you guys. This is all my friends, and you guys don't invite your friends to comedy shows. I live in New York, and I grew up in Seattle. It's good to be home. That was the easiest applause I've ever gotten in my entire life. Grew up in Seattle. It's good to be home, though. I like being home. I noticed that when I came back home, I revert back to my childhood, you know? Or back to a teenager, right? Taking the bus here, listening to Soulzilla, drinking on Capitol Hill. It's great, I like being back here, but it has changed a lot. It's changed a lot, right? Just riding around my neighborhood. And these potheads have absolutely no chill anymore, you guys. I'll tell you, you guys know, you guys live here, you guys know, they have no chill. Just driving by my neighborhood, saw Walgreens. They were just having a bonfire outside of Walgreens. You guys are like, oh, that's my neighborhood, actually. I started that. No, I hate the person I become, right? Seattle makes me just an awful person. Because I saw the bonfire and I was like, where are the police? Are there no cops here? What are we doing? There's no cops in Seattle? Yeah, right. Like, Seattle turns me into a Karen with better hair. I'm a Karen. I'm like, get off my porch, take your heroin to the park, okay? In a respectable attic, okay? We're all adults here, you guys. Seattle's a weird place. It's weird. It's weird being back home. I don't know. To me, Seattle's like a fake liberal town, right? It's a fake liberal town. You guys know. This is like where Bernie Bros go to retire, right? I'll tell you guys why. You guys are hesitant? I'll tell you why. The other night, coming out of Big Mario's, this guy's walking up to me, and I'm like, this is trouble. He approaches me, calls me a racial slur, the worst one, and he's wearing a "Future is Female" t-shirt. He was like, the future is yours, just not in my neighborhood. Fake liberal, you guys. You guys like it too real for you guys. It's okay, I grew up here, I know, it's okay. No. So, I've taken to like, practicing reverse racism now. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna throw it back in your face. Practice reverse racism. So now when I see a 9-year-old white woman, I just clutch my purse real tight. Real tight. You're not gonna get me tonight, girdle. You're not gonna get me. I grew up here. My friends are here. I regret inviting them. My friends are here. Just wait till I talk about them. They're not gonna be so loud. My friends are here. I had a lot of white friends growing up. I don't know if you guys looked around Seattle. I had a lot of white friends growing up. And whenever they want to refer to a black person, they always look to me to confirm what they're about to say. As if I'm their human resources race manager. Like African American? Great. Colored people? Only when you're talking about the advancement of them. People of color, that's a loophole. Congratulations. Sometimes I see like short into like POC. We have like POC and BIPOC, right? BIPOC. BIPOC sounds like Tupac's bisexual cousin who lives in Fremont. Kind of a Fremont kind of vibe, you guys. So my friends, they're questionable. You haven't seen them tonight. They're questionable. Do a lot of questionable things. They get me into weird situations, right? Weird situations. A few years ago.
I didn't do it.
I'm so happy I like filmed this and like worked really hard. You. Alright, you guys. So anyways, a few years ago, I was hanging out with my friends, right? They give me these weird situations, right? Hanging out with my friends back when I was single. I was at a high school party with I was at a party with my high school friends. I was at a party with my high school friends, right? Right, we're out having fun, having a good time. I see my high school crush there. I'm like, this is it. This is the moment. Here we go. I asked my friend Sam to go wingman for me. Go talk to my high school crush. My friend Sam walks over to my crush and goes, "You like black chicks?" My high school crush, who I went to Sam goes, no, just in general. Do you like black chicks? You know, like Whoopi Goldberg. Like, what is this, 1987? Whoopi Goldberg is the only black woman you know? Like, what is going on? Can't. There are situations. I do date men, even though my vibe is more like fun lesbian. The silence just confirms it, you guys. You guys are like, yeah, something wasn't clicking. Now I get it. I know my vibe is fun lesbian, but trust me, I am not fun. Like, I know it's fun lesbian because a beautiful black woman tried to convince me I was gay. And I just turned to my date I was on, and I was like, if I was gay, would I be with this guy, right? Like, being straight just lowers my standards. Okay, hear me out. Women are beautiful, and men are there. You guys are present. Like, being straight turns my dating pool into an above ground pool. I mean, like, sure, I'll get wet. But it could be better. I love just watching the men like nervously laugh at that joke. Like, no, I swear, I have an underground pool, it's heated, come on in, it's nice. I'm in a relationship now. Been with my boyfriend for a few years. We have a mixed relationship, right? We have a mixed relationship. He is a pothead, and I'm a drinker. So that means he likes to smoke weed and watch TV, and I like to do tequila shots and punch people. It works out beautifully, guys, beautifully. He's gotten me like more into weed, right? I've been dabbling a little more. Last weekend, we had an edible. Sitting on the couch, watching TV, as you do on an edible. And then all of a sudden, everything went black. And I was like, what the hell? Why'd you turn the lights off? My boyfriend's silent. I'm like, excuse me, mine turned the lights back on. Finally, my boyfriend goes, open your goddamn eyes. I was like, okay, going straight to bed. Didn't even need to open them, just kept them closed the whole time on the walk to bed. It was beautiful. Yeah. My boyfriend, he's 20 years older than me. Yeah, so you guys, you know what that means. He loves it when I call him Mr. Jacobson. He's a very formal guy. In the bedroom, he does like it when I say nothing. He needs silence when he does his crossword puzzle, okay? Grandpa needs his puzzle time, you guys. I like dating someone so much older than me because it keeps me young, you know what I mean? Keeps me nice and young. The other day I was looking in the mirror and I was like, ooh, Ariel, I'm getting rough. Maybe it's time for some Botox. And then I went and found my boyfriend and I was like, baby, tell me that story about the Great Dust Bowl again. Keeps me young, you guys, keep me young. He does like ask me like what the modern slang is. And I was like, I have no idea. I'm a millennial, not a SoundCloud rapper. He asked me, but I started like making up new words for him. Started making up new words, right? I'm like, you know what? When you get really, really wasted, that is called tippy towel. Tippy towel when you're really, really wasted. So if you guys see a pop, walk around talking like booty tang. That's my boo thing right there. That's him. It's nice having him around though, right? It's nice having him around. In case I run into trouble, I have an adult with me. Right? It's nice having an adult with you at times. Ran into trouble the other day, you guys. This creepy guy came up to me and asked me how to spell restaurant. And I was like, see my adult, please. I didn't even write restaurant for this joke, you guys. I just wrote a capital R. I was like, say R. That's it. That's all I said. I still don't know how to spell it. My boyfriend, he works in construction, right? So like our apartment is just constantly under construction, right? Scaffolding should come down in 2025. Permits are about to expire. We're getting there, you guys. It's constantly under construction, right? Come home the other day, and he's spraying white stuff everywhere, every corner you see. White stuff there, everywhere. I'm like, what are you doing? What is that? He turns around and he's like, oh, it's my cock. You want to try it? I was like, it's your what? He's like, it's my cock. Do you want to try it? I was like, no, I have a headache, I can't. One of our favorite pastimes is people watching. We love people watching. And the best people watching is when you see an argument, right? That's the best people watching. We were people watching an argument the other day. And my boyfriend turned to me and was like, look, they're having a bickerment. I was like, a what? There you go, making up words. First conk, now bickerment. Right? He's like, no, they're having a bickerment. I was like, that's not a real word. He goes, yes, it is. I go, no, it's not. He goes, yes, it is. I go, it's not a real word. He looks it up. It is a real word, you guys. No. Bickerment is a real word. I will tell you, he looks it up, pulls out his phone, he's like, bickerment. A niggling argument. I said, a what argument? I'm sorry, a what argument? And he said, an N-word argument. Niggling's a real word, you guys. You guys can also look that up. It's a real word. He looked that up to confirm himself. And niggling is like someone who's like petty and annoying and likes Jordans. That was too rough for you guys. A black person talking about black people liking Jordans. I'm not in therapy. Not because I think I'm healthy, I'm just not doing it. I just got a shit to do. But I have tried to be a better person, right? Try to be a better person, looking inward. Try to acknowledge my toxic traits I have, right? Try to acknowledge some toxic traits. One toxic trait that I've learned that I have is when I'm in New York City and I'm drinking in Wall Street, down there for happy hour. Every finance bro I see, I have to call them a sexy twink. Watching finance bros question their masculinity and everything else is what I call black girl magic, you guys. I don't have magic. I don't even know what black girl magic is, you guys. Maybe I'll find it backstage. I don't know where it is. I've never had the magic. I've never had like any type of game whatsoever. I don't even know how I have a partner. I have no game. This was my game back in the day when I was single. I would go out to the bar alone, see a cute guy at the bar, walk up to him and go, shot! He's like, are you talking to me? And I'd be like, yeah. Me, you, we do shots. And then I would buy him shots I wouldn't want and definitely didn't need. And then spend the next 2 hours talking about the cinematic masterpiece that is Spice World. So that was my game, you guys. I just talked about Spice World to guys. That was my whole game. I don't know. Even now, like I still don't. Like I don't know how to make a move on my boyfriend. I don't know how to make a move on him. Every time I try to be sexy, I'm like, hey baby. Yeah. And he's like, are you constipated? And I was like, a little, but that's not actually what I was here for. But yeah, a little bit. He's just like, you're too subtle. He was like, just open your mouth. Yeah. Been with him for a while. I don't think I'm going to introduce him to my family. I don't think I'm going to introduce him to my family, though. Because I tried to introduce my ex-boyfriend to my family, and it went terribly, right? Me and my ex-boyfriend were there for 5 years, and he grew up in Mexico. And my mom's first question about him was, does he speak Spanish? I'm like, yeah, but you don't. My mom looks me dead in the eyes and goes, guacamole. Just walks away. My family's great. They're very supportive in comedy. My boyfriend supported me doing comedy. But I made the mistake of like teaching my boyfriend a comedy term, right? I taught him the term misdirect. Misdirect, right? It's like when the setup and punchline don't match, right? Something you weren't expecting, right? A surprise punchline, a misdirect. My boyfriend has now taken to using that in everyday situations, right? I come home the other day, he's like, baby, it's great to see you. I was gonna get you some flowers, but I forgot. Misdirect. I was like, that's not how it works. But you know what? I've taken to using it myself now. I'm like, baby, I was gonna give you my flower, but I still have that headache. Misdirect. That was a weird reaction to you guys. My boyfriend, he fought in World War I. It's just a joke, guys. This is pure comedy joke. Jokes, right? It was World War II, and so my boyfriend survived the Korean War, and I'm a millennial. So that means I was raised by television, and the most questionable TV show I was raised by is a TV show To Catch a Predator, right? That show was wild, right? Friday night, we'd be like, gather around, family. Get the popcorn. We're about to watch this pedophile get punked. And we all just loved it, you guys. That was a hit TV show. Yeah. I think we should bring it back. No, I think we should bring it back. I think it would be like To Be Original, hosted by Ice-T, right? We can all get on board with that. I was reading this article about Hunter Biden today. After reading the article, I've come to the conclusion I would love to party with Hunter Biden. Seems kind of fun, you guys. Right? Just leave before the clothes come off and you're set. That's it. That's the rules. I always thought Joe Biden was okay, right? I thought Joe Biden was okay. Like, I supported Joe Biden like a 15-year-old bra. Sure, whatever. But now, you guys, we got Kamala, right? We got Kamala out here, right? Yeah. Kamala, she's that new, deep blue Victoria's Secret push-up bra, right? She's that new one, right? She's new, she's hot, and she will arrest you for weed. I clearly got a lot of beef with Trump. But the biggest beef with Trump is that he's just gross looking, right? He's disgusting. If you're gonna undermine our democracy, you have to be an 8. Get some hotties in the White House, you guys. Mitt Romney, though. Yeah. I'll be Mitt Romney's third wife. JD Vance let me borrow his couch. Me and Mitt can have a good time. To me, the Democrats are like the electric slide, right? I don't really enjoy it, but I have to because I'm black. When I was younger, I thought the election was so stupid. When I was younger, I thought the election was so stupid. And now when I was an adult, I totally get it. I understand why towns elect dogs as mayors. I get it. I want Mr. Pugsworth in the office right now, right? That's a stance we can all get behind. When can I go for a walk? I think we can all support that stance. You guys are not on board? Okay, fine. Whatever. Just be me and Mr. Pugsworth living the dream life. Right? Yeah. I don't know. I've heard this argument. I've heard comedians make this argument that women want to be feminists now so men are no longer holding doors for us, right? I've heard this argument that men are being feminists and women are being feminists, so men are no longer holding doors for us. Okay. I don't know what political, social, and economic equality have to do with doors, but okay, Brandon, don't hold my door. Talk to me about pockets, and then we'll have a conversation. That's actually the pockets president over there, you guys. Her name is Polly, obviously. Pockets, yeah. Like, I don't understand why men don't believe women when they say they were assaulted, right? Like, men don't believe women, but when women say, it's the biggest I've ever seen, that's believable, right? Like, either believe women, or your penis is not that big. That's science, bitch. I've never said that in my entire life, you guys, and I will never say that again. That was a one-time thing for you guys. Are we feeling good? Are we having fun? I love you guys to bring Saturday energy on a Thursday. It's amazing. I love it. Do we have any parents here tonight? Wow, there are a lot. Okay, you're a parent? Okay. Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Do you have a favorite kid? That wasn't a no, you guys. That wasn't a no.
No.
No, you don't. You hate them all equally?
We've got two and very different.
So you hate them both? You're like, they're different. That's like not my vibe, you know? I'm not really my type. Okay, you have two kids. How old are they?
Oh my God!
How old are they?
38 and 36.
38 and 36. Wow, I don't... do you actually have kids? You tell me you don't even have kids. You're like, I don't even fucking know them anymore. They're strangers to me. They're not here, so they're not my kids. So, how are you guys married?
Yeah.
How long have you guys been together?
49 years.
49 years? Get up. Did you guys meet on Tinder or what?
No.
Hinge? Okay, that's fair. Hinge is a good one. Hinge is a good one.
We met when I was trying to find some weed.
Tell me you were his dealer. Tell me you were his dealer.
No, but my roommate was the only one on campus who had any, so.
My roommate has weed in my drawer. My roommate just keeps her weed over here. I don't know what happens. That's amazing. So you're so you bought weed from her roommate?
He wasn't by.
Don't worry, the cops will come later. Just even tell me right now. We'll say,
It was a different era. Money didn't enter into it.
now I'm even more curious. What were you exchanging? Bodily fluids in? That was not a no. I love your like non-answer. You're like, that's a very politician answer. Like, I don't, no comment. No comment. Okay, so you may or may not, or somebody sold him weed and now you guys are just in love forever? Or like, did you say something to her? You just got high together?
I heard a voice.
Damn, so you were smoking that shit. Don't get high in your own supply. Do not get high in your own supply. First rule. Hell yeah. Okay, what's your name? What's your name?
Vicky.
Vicky? And what's your name?
Conrad.
Conrad. Get up for Vicky and Conrad, you guys. I literally found out how they've been the coolest motherfuckers I've ever met in my entire life. I was like, you guys want some weed? And I was like, yo, you want to smoke this with me or what? Straight vibing. I love that. That's amazing. I'm so happy for you guys. Not so much for your kids, but for you guys. I'm happy. That's amazing. That's great. Yeah. I'm my mom's favorite kid. Yeah. It wasn't hard at all, though. My brother is in a cult, and my sister works at Quiznos. Literally just a favorite by default. I'm not a parent, but I am a godmother, and yeah, I'm looking at you guys, right? You're talking so effing loud. I hope you know that. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. These are my best friends. I can say that too. I know them. All right. What are you guys doing tonight? You guys having fun? Yeah. How are you guys? Are you guys having a good time? What's your name? And the wife? What's your name? Pearl. What do you do for work, Pearl?
I'm a graphic designer.
You're a graphic designer. What a millennial job. Can you get a real skill?
It's the most millennial you get.
Nice. Pearl, your relationship?
Absolutely.
Can you beat 49 years? What?
13.
13 years. Wow. That's Okay, but no 49. After 49, you're like, I've seen better. Nice. It's amazing. I'm happy you guys are here. Thank you for coming. How you guys doing up here? You guys seem nervous? I'm talking to you. You guys not nervous? What is going on here? You guys, enemies, friends, best friends, lovers, all of it.
That's my brother.
This is your brother? Okay. Okay.
That's my girlfriend.
This is your girlfriend? Okay. Nice. Okay. How did you guys meet? I was gonna ask, how did you guys meet? What's going on here? How do you guys know each other now? How did you guys meet? Grinder, hell yeah. Okay, like, were you trying to also get weed from him or what? You're like, if weed was available, I was gonna get it. Yeah, nice. That's amazing. How have you guys been together?
Year and a half.
Year and a half, congratulations. You were just going down. Next person's gonna be like, 2 weeks we've been together. 2 weeks. Nice, and welcome. What do you do for work?
I'm a yoga instructor.
You're a yoga instructor. I've never done yoga and I've never instructed anyone, so I don't know what even to say to that. Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you from Seattle?
I am.
Nice. Cool. You're just a very chill person to talk to. Not that funny, but thank you for coming. Not dancing. You have a normal job and thank you for coming. I love it. It's amazing. I don't know. What was I talking about? Oh, my family. I was talking about my family. Yeah. I'm not a parent. I'm a godparent, though. Godparent. I'm a godmother. And being a godmother is kind of like being the King of England. It's just a title. Right? And in order to have any real responsibility, a lot of people have to die. Right? My godson's 7 years old. My best friend. I was talking the other night and he goes, Ariel, a fart is like a doorbell saying, the poop is here. That is the funniest joke I've never written, right? I was like, okay, baby genius, I see you. He also, when he has to go to the bathroom, he calls it taking his lunch break. I was like, what are you, a 75-year-old retiree? I love it. Amazing. You know, my family's crazy. I live in New York, but I flew back to Seattle. Been back here for a few days, and when I flew back in, I realized I did a terrible job packing, right? Forgot to bring a jacket with me, I forgot to bring a toothbrush, and I forgot to bring pajamas. So I asked my mom to borrow a pair of pajamas, and my mom gave me silk booty shorts and a spaghetti strap tank top. The sexiest pajamas. I was like, Mom, who am I trying to fuck at home? The next morning, I met my sister's boyfriend for the first time. I'm just like, sorry, my tits are out. This is my mom's shirt. My sister's boyfriend is a refugee from Bosnia that learned English by watching BET. Have you guys ever had a Bosnian refugee out-black you? It's a very weird feeling. To study before I go home now. I enrolled in HBCU for the fall. Been watching all the civil rights documentaries. And I came across an interesting documentary about Malcolm X. And I've come to the conclusion, we don't spend enough time talking about how hot Malcolm X was. Why is nobody talking about this? Like, he has inspired generations, and nobody's talking about how hot he is. Like, if Martin Luther King is the father of the civil rights movement, Malcolm X, he's the daddy. I love objectifying civil rights leaders, you guys. It's actually my passion project. Check out my Pinterest board. It's just pictures of Malcolm X and then one picture of Salma Hayek. You guys, Salma Hayek is my queer icon. Because every time I see her, I question my sexuality. Wow, you guys need to see a picture of Salma, and then you guys understand what I'm talking about. I try to come home like once a year for Christmas, right? Try to come home for Christmas. A couple years ago, I was home for Christmas. Christmas morning, we are on the way to my grandma's house, right? I'm in the car with my mom and my younger siblings. I'm in charge of the aux cord, so I'm in charge of the radio. Right in the car with my family, right? And all of a sudden, on the radio, you just hear, "There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. Make that pillow get weak." I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Do I change it or keep it? I'm like, you know what? We're all adults. Let's do this Kill Bill style and get aboard that pussy wagon. So I let the song play out in its entire song, right? At the end of the song, my mom turns to me and goes, "What the hell was that?" I was like, "Oh, Mom, it's this song called WAP by Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion." My mom goes, "I love her." Fine, you all together, one person, that's fine. My mom made me play WAP again. And then again. And then again. Christmas morning. On the way to my grandma's house. Like, what a weird way to find out your mom is a certified freak, right? I should have known the night before she made me macaroni in a pot. I should have known. That should have been the first clue. I know. I feel like you guys think we need Jesus under that. I feel like you guys are like scarred by that experience. I was too. We need some God in our life. I know. We were raised religious, but we don't practice anymore. And I recently found out the reason that we don't go to church anymore. When we were younger, we were young kids, my mom would take us to church and she would go park the car. She'd really go to the casino down the street. Right. So while I was praying for my soul's eternal salvation, my mom was praying for a pair of aces. Like, we went to church from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., which even for a black church is too long. Like, Jesus Christ basically was my babysitter, you guys. Let me tell you, he had some rules. It's like, don't be gay, don't eat shellfish, don't count cards. I mean, Jesus, can I live? Or can I live? It's crazy, you know. Yeah, my family, we had like a kind of a rough childhood growing up, right? There was a nasty divorce when we were younger. And I remember there was like one night that got really bad in particular, and my mom was like, we're gonna go stay in a hotel for the night. And as my mom is loading me and my siblings into our blue Dodge Caravan, my first thought was, I hope we stay at the hotel with the pool. Like, what a shitty little kid I was, you guys. Like, my mom is fighting for her life and life of her children. I'm just like, this has been such a stressful day at preschool. I just really need a dip right now. What a little shitty kid. Just the worst. You know, parents. It was a very nasty divorce. And actually, initially, my parents shared custody. So we shared custody. And as my dad turned to have us, he asked on Saturdays. And every Saturday, he'd take us to his friend's house on 75th. And we'd go downstairs to a basement. And we'd sit in this damp cement basement with mirrors all over the wall. While my dad and his friends practiced karate. It was like Fight Club for pussies. That was my dad. That was what my dad did with us on the weekends. Like, all right, karate session. Let's go, you guys. Watch me do karate. You know, he did a lot of weird stuff like that. He did a lot of weird stuff when we were growing up, right? Like, I remember my dad used to carry around this like life-size walking stick, and he had no trouble walking. Nor was he getting off the grade. So weird stuff growing up. Like, I remember in 3rd grade, my dad showed up at my school, which was really weird, because he was not supposed to be there, according to the King County judge. My dad pulls me in close and he's like, Ariel, we're running away to Las Vegas together. What? Okay, let's do it, Daddy. I like it. I'm just joking, guys. He went without me. It's okay. I've been to Vegas since. I didn't have to go. I've been to Vegas since. Yeah. Like, even though my dad left a long time ago, right, I still carry the lessons he taught me, right? Like, my dad taught me that life is like a marathon, not a sprint. Because when you spend your whole life doing cocaine you're gonna always feel like you're running. My dad also taught me that cocaine is like Taylor Swift, white and okay in moderation. Does your friend also sell cocaine or just weed too? No, okay. Asking for my roommate. Just asking for my roommate. That's it. Get into it. Told my family, my dad. My dad actually passed away a few months ago. Surprisingly, not cocaine overdose, you guys. Just good old-fashioned heart attack, right? Passed away a few months ago. I went to his funeral. It was in Los Angeles. At this place called Fukima Mortuary, which is the longest-serving Japanese mortuary in California. Now, I am not Japanese, nor is anyone in my family. And I was like, okay, let's do it. Go to the service, walk in, quickly realize I am the only non-Japanese person there. I guess, technically my dad was there, so there were two non-Japanese people there. Technically, I was just the only alive one. Walking in the service, there. I'm staring at my dad, looking at my dad in the casket, and I haven't seen my dad in 20 years, dead or alive. And I'm looking at his casket. No, it's good, it's a joke, it's supposed to be funny. That's the whole point. Looking at my dad in his casket, and I was like, I don't even know who this is. And I'm looking at him in the eyes. I remember this moment, my eyes connect with my father, and they scan through his coffin, and I just see a huge Confederate flag in my dad's coffin. That was my reaction exactly. I was like, am I in the right place? Like I'm already not Japanese. Am I here? Am I in the right place? I know. I don't remember talking about my dad talking about how the South will rise again, growing up in Brooklyn, New York. Technicality. Seeing your dad after 20 years is kind of like going to see Louis C.K. now. You're like, I loved you. And we had some good times. And then you had to go and kind of be a dick. Right? At least Louis knows how to raise black daughters. You guys know that? No. During the service, the pastor was talking about my father. And I understood the non-Japanese parts, the English parts, and got that part clear. Crystal clear. And the pastor was talking about my father, learned a lot about him. Apparently my dad loved America and loved Japan. Right, my dad loved America and loved Japan, which seems a little contradictory, but okay. He loved America and loved Japan. I just picture he went to Oppenheimer and cried and came at the same time, right?
Oh my God.
It was too overwhelming for him. I love him and hate him so much, I don't know what's happening. The pastor, he was talking about my father. Talking about how my father lived a very simple life, right? Simple man with a simple life, very simple life. And I was like, yeah. When you abandon your whole life and your family and children, life gets real simple, you guys. It's real simple. Hashtag life hack. The groans are hilarious, you guys. What's today? Today's Thursday, so a week ago today, I actually found my dad's secret YouTube channel, you guys.
Oh, God.
Yeah. He has a secret YouTube channel.
Link us.
You know what? YouTube really is raising this generation, you guys, because I learned a lot about my dad. I was checking it out, watching the YouTube videos. The videos are just my dad staring into the camera for 2 hours talking about Japan and karate. I'm just 100% serious, you guys. You can check it out. The videos have 2 views. I am one of them. I assume my sister is the other view. I don't know who the other one is. Wanted to reconnect with our dad. After watching this video, I'm just like, thank God I was not raised by that fucking loser, right? 2 views on YouTube? I mean, that's embarrassing. You could accidentally get 5 views on YouTube. Like, let it play out. It's embarrassing. I'm happy I was raised by my mom, because single parents, that's what NFL dreams are made of, you guys. Hawks 2025, I'm on it, here I come. Yeah, I don't know, after that, you kind of just reflect back on your life, and you're like, what the hell am I doing? And you're like, oh, I'm still listening to Salzil and drinking on Capitol Hill. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Thank you for coming out. I'm not going to meet you. Thank you. To my new friends and old friends, let's go get drunk. Thank you guys.